Hey, can I be honest with you about something? Most people with prediabetes have no idea they have it. Not because they're not paying attention, because their body barely says anything at all. That's the strange part. This isn't a condition that announces itself. It's not like a broken bone or a fever. It's quiet, sneaky almost. And that's exactly why I want to walk you through this, the way I'd tell a friend over coffee, not the way a textbook would. So let's start with the basics. In plain language, prediabetes means your blood sugar is higher than normal, but not high enough yet to be called diabetes. Think of it like a yellow light. Not red, not green. Hey, something's shifting. And here's the number that surprised me when I first learned it. More than 1 in 3 adults in the US has prediabetes. More than 1 in 3. And most of them don't know it. Why? Because in most cases, prediabetes causes 0 symptoms. Your body can be quietly struggling to manage sugar for years, and you never guessed anything was wrong. But sometimes, if you know what to look for, there are a few small clues. Not a diagnosis, just clues. Little signals worth paying attention to. Here's the first one. You feel tired in a way that doesn't quite make sense. Not the normal, I stayed up too late kind of tired. More like a heavy, foggy tiredness that shows up even after a full night's sleep. Here's why that happens. When your cells stop responding well to insulin, sugar has a harder time getting into them to be used as energy. So your blood might actually have plenty of sugar in it, but your cells are sitting there hungry anyway. It's like having a full tank of gas but a clogged fuel line. The energy's there, it's just not getting where it needs to go. Here's the second one. You're thirstier than usual and you're running to the bathroom more often too. This one makes sense once you see the mechanism. When sugar builds up in your blood instead of moving into your cells, your kidneys start working overtime trying to filter it out. That pulls more water from your body, which makes you thirstier, which means you drink more, which means more bathroom trips. It's a whole little cycle, and it can creep up on you so gradually you barely notice it started. Here's the third one, and this one's a bit more visible. Some people notice darker, slightly velvety patches of skin, often around the neck, armpits, or groin. Doctors have a name for this, acanthosis nigricans, but you don't need to remember that term. Just know it's connected to higher insulin levels in your blood, and it's one of the more physically visible signs your body sometimes gives. And here's the fourth one. You feel hungry more often, even shortly after eating a full meal. This one circles back to that same clogged fuel line idea. If sugar isn't making it into your cells efficiently, your body senses it's not getting enough energy, even if you just ate plenty. So it sends out hunger signals again, sooner than it should. Now here's the honest part I want you to walk away with. None of these 4 signs on their own mean you definitely have prediabetes. Plenty of people feel tired or hungry sometimes for completely unrelated reasons. These are signals worth noticing, not a diagnosis you can make on your own. The only real way to know for sure is a simple blood test your doctor can order, and if you're over 45, carry extra weight, or have a parent or sibling with type 2 diabetes, that conversation is worth having sooner rather than later. Here's the part that actually made me feel better once I understood it. Prediabetes isn't a life sentence. Research from a major study called the Diabetes Prevention Program found that people who lost just 5 to 7% of their body weight and stayed active regularly cut their risk of developing type 2 diabetes by more than half. That's not a small effect. That's a real meaningful chance to change direction. So if any of these 4 things sounded a little too familiar, that's not a reason to panic. It's just a reason to ask a simple question at your next doctor's visit. And that one small, slightly awkward conversation could end up being one of the most important ones you have all year.